What's up, and welcome to Interview Nugs. I'm your host, ADC, and today I'm joined by the talented, headlining rapper and recording artist, Kenny Can Fly. How are you doing today, and are you ready to answer some questions?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. This first one is kind of an icebreaker. I just want to see where your mind can take this. No right or wrong answers, according to me. How many holes are in a straw?
Well, it depends what you do with that straw. I mean, not all straws are created equal, so you could actually like make your own holes, and then it'd be a lot more than just one hole. There should be one hole, but you could also make a ton if that straw is like like you customize the straw and you have a ton of holes. Or if it's I guess it's not a broken straw. You said straw, but if it's a broken straw, then it could have two holes because um when you like have a straw and the like liquid won't go all the way through.
Yeah, there's a little gap in there.
Yeah, that would be the second hole. But normally it has one hole, if that's what you're going.
You're the first time I've heard that of somebody saying, "Oh, you could poke a bunch of holes in it and put more holes." So
It'd
I
still
like,
be
yeah, I like when people have new answers like that. So that was a good one. All right, this next question is, what would you attribute your success to?
uh I honestly I don't even really think I'm successful yet. Like I still have so much work to do, first of all. Second of all, I feel like I have so much to give to the world that I have so many ideas that are still just ideas right now that need to not like that I need to see come to fruition before I leave this earth. And like I wouldn't even say I'm successful yet, but the like little ground that I've covered, I would say just not overthinking shit, like just doing it. And like this is really what I want to do, you know what I mean? So it's not that hard to like do it as long as I'm not overthinking it, you know what I mean? As long as I just go out and like I don't know, just get myself to not overthinking shit makes it so complicated when it's like really not that complicated as long as you know what you want, you know?
I like that answer. Our brains are some of the most powerful things can come out of our brains, but we can also ruin a lot of things too if we get in our heads too much. So I like that answer. Okay, next question is, how do you deal with fear?
Yeah. Um, it has to be like a really like conscious thing, you know? Like I don't know. I'm definitely like scared about stuff, but it never I don't know. I'm really not that I'm scared about stuff, but I don't ever think about the like stuff that scares me. So I don't really have to deal with it that much. You know what I mean? Like my biggest fear is like not being successful, but the only way to like really counteract that is just to like do my thing and like go to work, like and just come up with ideas all the time. And that's super easy for me because I love to do it. You know what I mean? So that counteracts that fear pretty easy. And the rest of the shit is just like I guess you could say there's like social anxieties and stuff that are like scary to like meet new people, but that same scariness also makes shit like really fun sometimes. Um, so like I don't know, I definitely get like social anxiety or whatever, but I also like I'm pretty aware of it. So when I'm like going and like meeting new people, I just like consciously think about that and I'm like, nah, screw that. Like I'm not gonna let this like take the moment. And I just like actively go against it, and it's pretty fire. Like it turns out being like really fun to just like meet people and new things, and I don't know. That's like really the only like fears I have, and that's kind of how I deal with them.
Cool. I like that answer because one of the things that I try to do with these interviews is kind of like show people out there that could be your fans or potential fans, and they see your music videos and they kind of get this image in their head of like, oh, these people are outgoing. But like you just said, you still have social anxiety yourself that you feel. So it's like people can kind of relate and see like, oh, if Kenny Can Fly has social anxiety and he overcomes that, then maybe I can too. So I
Yeah,
like that. I like that answer.
thank you.
All right. This next question is what are what is a moment or some moments in your life that you can share with others? Hmm. This is a new question, so give me a second.
Yeah.
All right. What is a moment or moments in your life that you can share with others that had a great impact on your life? And what lesson can we learn from those?
I don't know about any lesson that we can learn from it, but I met Jaden Smith at like this like market in Fairfax, who Jaden Smith is. And at the time he was like my favorite, like all around creative. Like he was making really cool clothes. He was rapping, making crazy music videos. He made one in like Italy, and I was like freaking out. And then I met him in person, and he was super chill, super down to earth, just like a total homie. And we just talked for like an hour, 2 hours, and then he gave me a ton of free shit. And one of those things was this like golden pyramid. And it was like probably like this big, but it was like a full pyramid. And he like told me to like keep it under my bed and stuff. And um that like if I did that, I would have like access to all the creativity that he has, some shit like that. I don't know. And then he went like really in depth in some like universal like grand scheme, which was like it was so like more than I could even fathom, but it was really cool. And I think all that was to say that he just really fucking inspired me that day, and he gave me something tangible to like hold on to and remember that like inspiration and like remember like that moment really. And I guess something to take away from it is just like how down to earth he was. Like he just gave me hella shit just because I was like into what he was doing. You know what I mean? I was like tapped in, uh, and like no matter how much success you amass or how dope you think you are or how big your ego is or whatever the fuck all that is, like at the end of the day, like we're all humans, and like he was so chill, like so chill. So at the end of the day, like if Jaden Smith can be like a real person to me, this nobody who is like just a fanboy of his, then anyone else can do the same to anyone else. You know what I mean? No one's too good for any, like no one is too good for another human at all. You know what I mean? And I think that's really important to like hold on to as I like try and do what I want to do with my life, which is like become this like successful artist and let my creativity like just go crazy. I think it really grounds me to like be totally okay in like making everything that I make, because I know at the end of the day I'm still gonna be a real person and not like let that like ego like take control of me, because that's something I think about a lot, you know.
I like that. I never would have thought that Jaden Smith. Well, I don't know. I never had any preconceptions about Jaden Smith, but that's cool that you have that story and he gave you some things. Maybe you can something you can take away from that story is when you see that you're that sort of inspiration for somebody, you can be that sort of same way that he acted towards you. You can use that same
Exactly.
mindset. Yeah, so I like
Oh,
that.
totally.
Okay, so this next question is pretty deep one. If you could know the complete and honest truth to one question, what would you ask?
um who built the pyramids?
That is a good one.
Yeah,
Have you looked into that anything about like the different theories and whatnot?
absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So you know about like the water erosion and like the okay, yeah,
Very many
that's
different.
also a new answer to this question that I really like how people can have different answers like that. So it's a good one.
Always.
All right, this next question is what is your earliest memory you can recall?
I think like when I was like Damn, I must have been like 6 or 7. I don't know, dude. Oh no, that's cap. I know one way earlier. I was 4, and I was going into kindergarten, and my mom was like, "If anyone asks, you're 5," because I was like too young to join. I was like young to be technically. And she was like, "If anyone that remember, you're 5, even though like I just had my like 4th birthday or something." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I thought I was 4. What is happening? And yeah, I just remember like her telling me that and just being like mind blown. But also like I don't remember ever having to like tell anyone that I was like not 4, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But it was cool.
So are you a grade ahead of everybody? Are you like 1 year younger than everybody?
Yeah, so I was, but then I did an extra year on the East Coast
Oh yeah.
for like sports and stuff. I played football and basketball.
Yeah, it can be weird coming from different states and like the different roles and whatnot. So
Yeah.
all right, this next one is where I lost my place. All right. If you had to be an animal, what animal would you pick?
If I had to, probably a panda. I think pandas are so fire. Well, nah, that's not true. I would want to have a panda. I wouldn't want to be a panda. I would want to be. I feel like I have a dog, and that dog is a no, no. I want to be a dolphin. I want to be a dolphin because dolphins are so smart and they can like communicate really well. But my theory is like, okay, we're like humans and we think we're like super smart and stuff. But also, if dolphins can communicate, then like, who are we to say like that they're like any less smart than us? Like, I know we like rate animals by like IQ, but what does that really even mean? Like, they could have a whole kingdom, like most of the Earth is like unexplored, underwater. Like, I think it's like 90% or something crazy, right? Who's to say there's not an entire like dolphin kingdom like below like the water? Okay, and if I could be a dolphin and just have that information and know and like talk to other dolphins and be like, yo, so is there like a dolphin kingdom, um and like get like a real answer, then that would be dope. That would make me really happy. So probably I'd probably be a dolphin for sure. That's
If there's a dolphin kingdom, then I'm changing my answer to dolphin as well. So
what I'm saying.
all right, I like that one. This next question is who or what are some of your influences?
uh um Haruki Murakami, my favorite. Oh yeah, my favorite author. Super cool. Um, Takashi Murakami, Japanese influence. He's an artist. He's so fire. Um, Tyler the Creator, Kanye West, Jaden Smith, Al Green, soul singer Barry White. Uh, that whole Motown era, so fire. Um, my mom, my uncle who passed away last year, one of my biggest influences, just in how I go about like navigating life. Um, and Kanye, did I say Kanye?
I don't
Def-
think he did.
Definitely Kanye. Just the way he so prolific, so out of the ordinary, so against everything that is like said about him. So he just continues to do what he does, regardless of like all the whatever tabloids about him, whatever. He just remains prolific, and it's so and like good stuff, good quality, like shit that is like so outside of the box. I think that's super cool. Um, yeah, just also I don't know if you know, he's a artist named Max Ernst. He does like surrealist
Okay.
paintings and was in charge of this whole era like called Dadaism, and he's just different. That guy was crazy. Basquiat. one of my favorite painters like ever. This shit's so cool. Uh, and then like all of Japan, just like Japan.
Japan as a culture.
Yeah, I think Japan is so cool. I'm also Japanese, and my great grandma too. She's like the biggest influence I've ever had in my life. But she passed away when I was like 13. But I was like best friends with her, and she passed away when she was 98. And she was like from Japan, or no, she was from Monterey, but she was 100% Japanese. Like her dad was from Japan. Her dad moved here, and then she was born in like America, but she was just like one of the most hardworking, like just one of those like people from the older generation. Like you could say what you want about them, but there's something inherently like they just busted their ass, like just no question, just busted their ass to like get the things that they got, you know. And I think like me, I'm also guilty of like we're definitely getting like softer and like and like a lazier as like a whole like culture in America specifically. But like I don't know, I just seeing how she maneuvered the things, her habits every day, like the way she wrote in her journal every day, went for a walk every day, like 2 mile walk when she was like 97, like just grinding, you know. I think there's a lot to be said about that. Like clearly that's probably so difficult for her to do, but like she just felt like she had no choice. Like she just had to do it to keep up her health, you know. That was like what was important for her, to stay alive so that she could like see me grow up, see my sister grow up, you know, see my mom grow up. And I think that there's a lot to be said there about just like someone's willpower. Yeah, just like willpower. That's all it was. She just wanted that bad, you know, just to take care of herself. A lot. I don't know. I haven't thought about that in a minute, so I was kind of getting lost in that. But yeah,
That
totally.
was good. That was good. I like that one. You had a lot of influences from different like aspects of life, photography. Could you repeat the Japanese artist that you said in the beginning? Because it kind of cut off.
Yeah, Takashi Murakami.
Okay.
He did do you know Kids See Ghosts by Kanye and Kid Cudi?
Oh, okay. So he did the album work?
Yeah, he did the cover art. He's crazy fire. His like use of colors is just so different. But I'm really into visual arts, as you could probably tell. So
Yeah. Just by the videos and everything that you put out. Everything has to be visually, well, not has to be, but everything is visually stimulating. I really like that.
thank you.
And shout outs to Monterey Bay. I'm from Seaside, so I like that you
Away, Seaside.
yep. All right. This next question, what's
That's
that?
fun. I had no idea you're from Seaside.
Yeah, I was born there. I moved out to Las Vegas when I was around 4, so it's just my birthplace, but
No way. Wait, are you in
yeah.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. We're about to sell our house in Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah, I lived in Vegas for until I was 13. And then I moved to like when my grandma got sick, that's when we moved to Monterey. And we would visit there every summer. So it was like it wasn't that weird there because it was like I already like knew it really well.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's crazy.
All right. Okay, this next question is kind of deep. What is a secret that you wish to share with the world that can improve the lives of others?
A secret. I don't really have secrets.
Doesn't necessarily have to be a secret. It could just be something that you do or think about, like a mindset that maybe other people aren't aware of.
Yeah. I think it's really important to enjoy what you're doing. Like, even if you don't like enjoy what you're doing, to like figure out a way to enjoy it. To like find something small in it that you can like enjoy, like I know a lot of people have to like do these like 9 to 5 jobs, and like um they got people have to work, you know, you got to make a living, you have to survive out here in, you know, America. um and a lot of people don't enjoy their 9 to 5 job. A lot of people do, totally, and that's fire. But for people who don't, like, if you're trying to get somewhere, and like this 9 to 5 job is not like your end goal, then like thinking about this thing that you want to get to really bad all the time is just gonna feel like hell. Like all you have to do, like in this, the parts, the like moments that you don't technically enjoy, is like find something to enjoy in them. And like for me, that's like I'm in school right now, and I do not enjoy it at all. I literally like dislike school so much. Um, way more than I should, actually, because like I just get in my head about it. But I this last like 2 years, I really like, first of all, I need to be grateful about the fact that I can even attend school, because it's such an opportunity. And like I'm on like a pretty big, hefty financial aid, and it's like I'm just lucky, you know what I mean? I'm just lucky. I really am. And so what I my real dream is like obviously to make music and stuff, and I'm not going to school for music. I'm going to school for, I was going for philosophy. Now I'm going for visual arts, which is definitely more in my lane. I think I'm going to enjoy that a lot more. But when I was doing philosophy, it felt so like draining, and like it was taking away from what I wanted to do. But I still would really try and like find things to enjoy about it. Like the readings I had to do, which were like, by the way, like 80 pages long, and I was supposed to have them read in like 3 days, and they were like super, bro. Every word was like so hard to understand, first of all. Uh, but besides that, like just really trying to find something that I enjoy in those. That was something that I like constantly tried to do. And so I guess like also coming back to my great grandma, like just seeing her do shit that like she probably didn't want to do all the time, like knew that she had to. Like I kind of feel that way about this. Like I felt like I had to do it, and I had to do it well. I had to like give it like energy, and so I'd like find ways to enjoy it. And I think that like me finding a way to enjoy it really helped me like get through it. And now I'm a visual arts major. I totally switched majors, and it's, I think I'm gonna enjoy it a lot more, and like I'm gonna want to enjoy it a lot more. But I can't say that I hated the philosophy major at all, even though I totally would have if I don't know. I tried to find things that I like could enjoy about it, and I'm glad that I did that, because it would have felt a lot worse. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I guess just trying to find stuff that you enjoy, like in general, do what you want kind of deal, you know? But if you can't do what you want, at least enjoy what you're doing. If you can, find something to enjoy about what you're doing. I think that's important.
Okay, I like it. Perspective, kind of. I like that answer. All right, this next one is another deep one. When you're feeling sad, what do you do to make yourself feel happy, or at the least not feel sad anymore?
Yeah. I don't, I feel sad. I kind of, feeling sad is like super, I think it's so human to feel sad. So like just embracing that sadness is something I do. And like when I really like sit with my sadness and really like just like, damn, I am sad right now. Like that works for me. And then I'm like not sad a little later. I'm like, damn, yeah, the shit like shit is hard sometimes, or you know, I don't know. I really don't get sad that much now. Just because I kind of feel like, I don't know. I definitely get sad. What am I talking about? But I haven't been sad in a minute is what I'm trying to say. But I guess, yeah, really just like enjoying the sadness, because like I'm not sad a lot, right? So like it's not even that it'll come up. But if it does, like that's just a new thing to experience, and something to write about, and something to inspire something else. Like it, sadness doesn't have to be so negative, you know. Um, this connotation, it's like bad, but that's really just all like in our heads. I truly believe that like being sad is totally okay.
All right, that's a very unique answer. I haven't heard that one yet.
Sure.
Using your sadness productively. I like that. All right, let's get to a lighthearted one. What is your go-to meal or meals?
Sushi all the time. Sushi every day, all day, every day.
I see that in your posts and videos. You'll be like out somewhere in the wilderness, and then a box of sushi will pop up. Like,
Sushi, yes, all day, every day.
I like it. I like it. All right, this next question, another lighthearted question. Let's just jump right into it. Where is your favorite place?
New Zealand. That's my favorite place I've been to so far.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What makes it your favorite place?
The big green hills. Oh, how green it was. It just felt like a whole nother world, dude. It was like the people were super nice. The accents were funny, but like cool. Uh, uh, and I was getting treated like a foreigner, which was new to me, which is cool. It felt really interesting. And just how, dude, it was just so pretty. Like, I can't explain how beautiful it was and how inspiring that was to be in a place where, like, you just feel so, like, present because you're just, like, the whole time you're, like, seeing, like, a new texture that you've just never been a part of. And that's just so, that's, like, the ultimate, like, art aesthetic orgasm for me. Like, it was so beautiful, dude. It really was.
Yeah, now that I'm putting this together, you're a visual arts major, right?
Yeah,
So like going to a place so visually stimulating is probably like
dude, unreal.
I can't even imagine. And
Unreal.
it is a beautiful place. They shot the Lord of the Rings there, and it just
Yeah,
seems like a different world almost.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, this next question it's a question I've had, but I've made a little change to it. So, what is a change that you wish to see in the world?
Um, I want to see people valuing like morality over money before money. Like I know like the structure of this country that we're in is very like money first. It's capitalism, inherently like capital is supposed to be the most like the end value. But truthfully, I think if we like if like our country was built upon like morals of like putting people first, and this is something I like learned from going to New Zealand, like putting like the health and well-being of like the people that are like a part of that, like the citizens and like the people who were there before, like the Native Americans, and maybe even integrating like Native American culture into American culture, like because the New Zealanders, the more people who are like native to New Zealand, like they were really well integrated into the New Zealand society, and it was like super dope. They had their own like TV channel and radio station, and like they were speaking this completely foreign language on these stations, and it was just like totally normal for everyone. And then you just have like these big Mori temples in the middle of like the city, which is like super cool to me. But I think in all of this like rush to like industrialize and like build this super like technology first, productivity first type of society, we lose a lot of humanity. We we end up with like and a lot of parts that are like really, they should be really important. Like our homeless population and like specifically like SoCal and like Vegas too is like ridiculous. Monterey too is pretty crazy. Um, which like it doesn't have to be like that. You know what I mean? Like there's all those people have their own story, and like all we have to do is like find people to like listen to them, and see what their needs are, and like but no one's gonna do that because no one's gonna make any money from that. That takes time and like valuing them as like human beings. But that's an example. You have this whole crisis with like global warming, and that's only because we never considered that as an issue in the first place, because if we did, then it would take longer to build up like whatever we had built up. Like we just went industrialized first, without even thinking about that, about the well-being of the planet and the well-being of, like, humans for that matter. Like I just think the value, like well-being and like holistic like views of like just like taking care of stuff is totally lost when you put money first. And I don't know if that's ever going to change, which is really unfortunate, but that is a change that I would like, is like putting like care for not only like people first, but like our world. I think that would be really cool to see, but I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen.
Okay. The follow-up to this question used to be, do you ever see this coming to fruition? And that kind of, I always got sad and depressing answers from that, because everybody has like a pessimistic view on like the future when it comes to these sorts of things. So the new question that I asked to follow up this question is, what are some things that you and I can do to make this happen?
Yeah. Just see everyone as like human beings. Like just treat people like how you'd want to be treated, and that like literally live that out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean on like social media is a whole world that's weird, but just like human to human interaction is like everything to me. I think that's super important. And like, I don't know, if someone's being like an asshole to you or something, like all you got to do is just know that like they're probably having a shitty day. You know what I mean? like just, all right, no worries, bro. Like I'm out. Like I don't need to be here right now. I don't need to like waste my time like being around this. Like it's, I don't know. And just when you start like caring about humans, even if who they are, like I really believe that I really believe that you like, and this is shitty because like it's like transaction sense, but I really think like good stuff will happen to you. Like naturally, if you like care for people, I feel like you'll get care back. And the goal, the like, I don't know. Yeah, I think you should. It's really cliche, but treat everyone how you would want to be treated. I think that's a really simple thing to carry out. I think it's really, the hard part is just doing it consistently. You know what I mean?
The golden rule. We got to follow it.
Yeah.
All right. This next one, go back to the lighthearted stuff. What is a superpower that you wish you had?
Uh, I wish I could just like snap my fingers and like clean up any space.
I think I could use that too. I think I could use that a lot.
Like, yeah, that would organize shit really well and be really efficient.
Now, is this just to, I like to like hash these questions out. Is this only for material things, or could you have like a messy mindset where you're thinking about different stuff and like you could clear your mind too?
Yeah, for sure, for your mind too.
Because I think that'd be very powerful to have.
I agree.
I like that. I like that one. That is a totally new superpower that I never heard in my life. And
cool.
Yeah, I like that one. All right. This next one is, how do you deal with anger?
I don't get angry, honestly. The thing about anger, dude, is like it all stems from sadness. Like if you take anyone who's like angry about something, like if you really look at like their situation, you'll realize that like they're just sad about something and they don't know how to deal with it. And like there's something that is occurring that they're not happy with, you know what I mean? And so that means they're sad. And personally, I like if I see someone angry, I just kind of like it's like okay, just let them be angry. They're like it'll sort itself out. If you do that, usually it's pretty like okay, it's not gonna escalate. So it's just like what it is for the moment. But like I can't even remember the last time I was like angry. I yeah, dude, I really don't know. Uh, I really don't get angry or like mad at stuff.
Sweet. That's I wish I had that problem.
I definitely get sad though. Like that's that's something that happens. But I think yeah, I don't know. I haven't been like angry and that I can remember in like a minute.
I don't know if you watch Star Wars, but that kind of like made me think of Yoda when he's like, sadness leads to anger, and anger leads to this, and this leads to this, and
Is that what he said?
something like that. I don't quote me 100%, but it's something like, you start off with these little things and then they lead up and then eventually you're on the
Yeah.
dark side. So
No, it's true, dude. It's true. It's absolutely true.
this next question is, what made you get into what you do?
Yeah. So when I was like 8, my uncle showed me how to freestyle. Like he showed me how to rap. He had GarageBand on his computer, like rapping on like a beat. Uh, I was like at his house and he like showed me how to do it, and so I just like rapping about my day. And I was like rapping about like a girl that I like saw that I had like low-key had a crush on, but like I didn't want to admit it. But I was just like, oh, saw Drew White, that is still fight, good or boon. I don't know. And I was just like trying to find a rhyme with it. Um, yeah, and then from there on, honestly, like I just thought it was so fun to freestyle. So I kept freestyling, and then like in middle school, I started like actually making songs, but not songs yet. Like it was more just like raps on top of beats, on top of like that I would like post on SoundCloud. And then I started really like getting into music like 3, 4 years ago. I figured out how to like structure songs and like come up with like a hook idea, a chorus, like a verse, like a bridge, that kind of thing. And I just been working on that ever since. Just developing my skills, getting better with the pen. I have a like pretty. That's all to say that I have a pretty like dense rap background in terms of just like wordplay and stuff. Like I've been doing that for a minute. So that's since I was like honestly like 10, I'd say. Like yeah, like honestly, kind of crazy, but kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, um, that's how I got into that, and now I'm just trying to make that skill like something that I can like turn into like these huge projects that I really like mess with, and I'm like proud of.
That's cool. Very early age, you got into just your introduction to music. That's a very early age. I like that. All right, that's the end of the interview questions. The next couple questions are just promotion for yourself and a little bit for the show. What do you have coming up? Is there anything you want to plug or promote?
Yeah, I have a EP, Chair My Love. It'll probably come out like the end of August, or the beginning of September. It's fire. It's really cool. And the whole visual side. The only thing that's halting it is really the visual side. We are doing a really cool like project for the visual side, and I have no idea when the visuals are gonna get done. So I probably shouldn't have given you a date right there, but that's whatever. But visuals are coming along, and they are looking really cool. The songs, I'm just so excited to get this out because I think it's really cool. Definitely the best stuff I've ever made, which is cool to say. And yeah, I don't know. I just look forward to it. I've been meeting a lot of like really talented like artists and musicians who have been like helping me, and producers, and just getting ideas from everybody. And that's I'm very lucky to have that for sure.
That's sweet. Sounds like you've surrounded yourself with a good team and good people. So, and I like that you're excited about the next project. That's something I like to see when the artist is like, "This is my best shit." It's like, okay, let's fucking. I'm excited.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right. So this next question is a little promotion for the show. Interview Nugs is for anybody, anybody that wants to promote themselves and what they do. And then I also have Ear Nugs is a show that promotes music videos. So who are some people that you would like to see interviewed and some people who are may have a music video that they want to promote that you'd like to see on Ear Nugs?
Sumit is one of my rapper friends. He's so fire. Sumit, I think his Instagram username is like Sumit.ac, but Sumit, he's so fire. SUMIT. Um, and shit. We the Commas, they're also very fire. Yeah, and this whole group called Raised by the Internet, they're coming up right now, but they're gonna be really cool. They're different. I'll say that they're different. And yeah, I guess that's it. I can't really think of anyone else, but those are three solid, very talented groups and people.
Sweet, sweet. If you think of anybody that you forgot or somebody hits you up later on after they see the video and they're like, how could you forget me? Just send those links. You know, you got my information. Just send those links and I'll put it in the description.
For sure.
All right. This is the end of the episode, everybody. I had a great time with Kenny Can Fly here. A lot of great answers. Go check out his music. Go check out his music videos. Everything is just visually stimulating, auditory stimulating, just everything. So check them out. Kenny Can Fly. We will catch everybody out there next time. Peace.